person. There's humor in everything that you say. Why is it that you have not seen 100% comedy movie that you've written?
Nobody approached me with the money.
I'm going to open the question, open the audience here. Open up.
I want
to ask questions. Yes.
So very good evening. In this there is no Rajmouli films without M.M. Kirwani, but there is Rajmouli films like Maryada Ramanna or Iga without you. So in that context, how you both collaborate?
Maryada Ramanna is a adaptation of a Hollywood movie, Our House. Iga, the idea is mine. The man being incorporated as the fly is mine. At that time, I was busy directing Rajanna, so I could not actually collaborate with him. I think that answers your question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, hello. I have a question. Yeah, so
Please.
you can see all through this session and yesterday, as Mayank pointed out, you showed us that note with Gandhiji on it and said you must follow this. We've noticed that you have a terrific sense of humor. Why haven't you written a single comedy?
So, forgive me, I got corona twice. It has given me an ear impairment, so I'm asking.
So yes, the question, and I think there is an answer to the question I can think of is, well, the question he's asking is, any conversation with you, whether it's in public or in private, everybody knows you're a really funny man. You're an extremely funny person. There's humor in everything that you say. Why is it that you have not seen 100% comedy movie that you've written?
Nobody approached me with the money.
Not true. Comedy also made a lot of money.
Hey man, I want to write, but nobody is giving me that amount of money. Are you prepared to give me 3 crores? I like that.
So 3 crores, guys. That's all he needs. If you have your bank account, he's right here, sitting here. But you do make sure that there is comedy in your scripts, right? Always. There's always a comic track that's playing in every
I love it. I love it. Yeah, please.
Hello. Hi, sir. Sir, as per today's topic, writing process, just I want to know about, can you please explain how to convert the story to screenplay, bonded screenplay? If there is any specific formula for you?
Is there a formula in your head, in your mind, about converting a story into a screenplay? What's the way to do it?
So I don't have a formula, sir. I have a certain guideline. I will tell at the end of the lecture. The guideline I follow.
That's fantastic. That's why there is a whiteboard here, and Prasad sir is going to tell us exactly what he does. Yes. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. So, good evening, sir. I'm Suchit. Sir, you often said that S.S. Rajamouli, your son, has said that you are a very bad director. So, what is the key difference you think which made you the very bad director and the best writer?
He's, well, according to your son, that's what he says. I have not read this anywhere. Okay. According to your son, you are a bad director. And the question he's asking is, what makes you such a great screenwriter but a bad filmmaker? I don't know. This is his question, not me.
He said that. He said 2 statements. One only came into public. He saw Rajanna. He said, how is it? He said, you are on par with the top directors of Telugu. And then he saw another movie, he said, you are a bad director. He gave 2 statements. He saw Rajanna. He said, you are on par with the top directors of Telugu. He saw he said, he don't know how to direct.
So he liked one film, I didn't like the other film. That's pretty much
My question was, so what is that key difference you think that you didn't possess, which made you the best writer and not the very best director?
If I give you the answer, I would have been like this, I would move by this time.
So thank you so much. It was an amazing interactive session. So my question is, sir, namaste. Yeah. Hello, sir. Yeah. So my question is, it's a very beautiful journey that you've come across. Is it a lonely journey? Is it a lonely and a spiritual journey? Vis-a-vis the previous masterclass that we attended, filmmaking is a teamwork. So against filmmaking being a teamwork, is writing a lonely journey?
So filmmaking involves a massive crew. There are lots of people who work on a particular movie. Compared to that, for a writer, is writing a lonely job that you're totally with you and your mind.
I always keep on discussing with people. You don't know. If just a dog comes and asks me, I narrate a story. Because in the very narration process, I keep on developing. They see the expression of the person. Whether getting interested or getting bored, I can see from their face, oh, this is where I'm going wrong, I should explain.
So when you have a script and when you, of course it's in paper by the end of it because you have your assistants who are putting it down on paper and you have these scenes that have come to you which are narrated. When you meet someone, either a director or a star, or to cast them, do you prefer narrating or would you prefer that they read your script?
No, I write the script comes only when once I write the story, they say, okay, what is narrated, put it on paper, do it.
So you first tell them what it was, if they like it, that's when the writing process begins.
When they like it, then I write it in future.
Got it. Hi sir, this is
Sir, you said that you're inspired from Mahabharata and Ramayana very much. So, Rajamouli sir said that his dream project is Mahabharata. So, how we heard what his ideas, what his vision about Mahabharata. Sir, in your vision, in your idea, how you are excited about Mahabharata? Rajamouli sir's dream project.
So, Rajamouli sir said that his dream project is Mahabharata, and that's what he would like to direct. Personally, for you, is that the case? And how do you see that particular dream coming true?
Yeah. You see, when I am writing the story of Bahubali one day, suddenly asked me, Father, do you know why I'm doing this story? I said, I don't. This is the latest test for me that I can do Mahabharata. My dream project is Mahabharata, that's what he said. He'll be doing it. Not now, but he'll be doing it.
What's your this thing, sir? Like how you will contribute, sir, to that film?
What will be your contribution to that film? I mean, I guess as a writer.
That's it. My contribution.
That's it. To that film.
1%. 99% Yadav Yasa, 1% mine.
Hello, sir. Hi. Last week I had met you in SWA's event. Actually, I couldn't ask you this question, but I would like to ask you a question now. So, in all of your movies, you'll be having all these women-dominant characters, and the women characters would be great characters. But why wouldn't you cast them as a, why wouldn't you make them as a lead in your movies? Why didn't you make?
Okay, so she has come all the way from Bombay to Goa to just ask you this question because she met you last. Another one also. She met you last week at the Screenwriters Association conference, but she's kept that question. She's come all the way. The question she wants to know is: you have these female characters in your stories, while they are grey in nature, but they're never leads. You've never written a script with the lead as female. Yeah. The hero being female, a female-centric film, yes.
I wrote several. Actually, I'm a feminist at heart. But unfortunately, there are no takers. That's a problem. If somebody is wishing to make a feminist-centric movie.
3 crore guys. Anybody with 3 crore? He's sitting here, he has a feminist script also.
No, 1 crore.
1 crore now? What do you say? Oh, feminist will be 1 crore.
1 crore. Okay, feminist-centric movie, somebody come forward. 1 crore I will do. I want to do it.
Okay, sir. And one more question. So, as you said, your great inspiration is Sholay movie and Salim Javed sir. So, who would you like to associate with if you want to write such movie?
You mean a writing partner?
Yes.
Oh, so you said that Salim Javed you totally loved and they inspired you to make the films. If you were to look for a writing partner, like Salim had Javed, would you consider somebody? Who would it be? Yeah.
Very good writers in Hindi. I can't exactly immediately say, suppose, Andha Dhun. I like the movie very much. Very well. Several movies are there.
Who would you associate with?
I don't know the names, so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm not aware of the names of all the writers. But they're great writers. I see great writing, especially the web series. They're masters of the writing. Family Man, Mirzapur, Special Ops. I like all those web series. Wonderful writing.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, as you have written so many, you have written so many scripts, or like you wrote so many for like films. So my question was that, have you ever like faced creative block, or if you have faced it, and how do you handle it?
Have you ever faced writer's block? No ideas coming in your head.
I got several blocks. Do you want some? I can help you. It keeps on coming. It keeps on coming.
Another question was that how do you handle those?
How do you handle it?
Overcome it.
Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend?
Why are you looking away? It's okay. It's not going to be there.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Did she accept your friendship the first time?
Yeah. Actually, she proposed me.
Huh?
What do you want? She proposed to him.
He proposed to you. You're lucky. But ask any of the guys. The first time they won't be lucky. Then they take other approach. And the third time or fourth or fifth time, they say yes. So similarly, writer blocks also.
Good evening, sir. So, in the beginning of your workshop, we started with how anybody who can tell a good lie is a good storyteller. But, so I'm a new writer, and the doubt I always have is if I believe the lie or not. How much of truth comes out in the story? How much of you or your personality comes out in your stories?
Actually, there are two parts to that question, right? One is you said during this conversation that essentially a writer is a liar. They lie. And the tough part is how convinced are you of your own lie? How convincing are you with your own lie? How much of your life's truth comes out in your stories?
And I said, I mean it jokingly. What I mean to say is, you have to create something out of nothing. Because stories are fiction. But should be looking so true, it could have happened. Suppose say moon has fallen down on the earth in our backyard. I say it's a lie. But it can't be true. But the same thing, last night something has hit on the moon. Something started hovering like that, and then came, it burned. I see it with eyes, Mom. If somebody buys that, maybe it looks truth. You understand the difference between a lie, out and out lie, a lie that should look like truth.
But sir, this is after so many years of work. When you started out, did you believe it? Like, were you convinced? Your first movies, your first stories, when you were writing something, could you completely believe in it with conviction?
Could you believe in the lie yourself? Like the way the child is telling the mother that this is what happened, and the mother believes it. When you tell that lie,
I don't believe it. Split yourself into two. You be your half-assed critic. The critic says whether it is believable or not.
Okay.
You can't go wrong if you are sincere.
Thank you, sir.
she's not convinced of the truth. Not yet.
I want to put one more because I'm sure you are not convinced.
Maybe because I'm just starting out and I am myself in the process of self-doubt. There are days when I have a lot of confidence, and there are days I'm like, I don't believe it.
So basically, she's a new writer. She just started out, and she's developing self-doubts over her own stories. And I think what she's looking for is sort of advice, which you hate giving, but like, how do you convince yourself? And I think you have.
And
You become your own
let
critic.
me tell you a simple technique which I follow when I was young. Put yourself in an imaginary situation. Suppose you are in Goa. Now you are from Bombay?
No, I'm from Goa.
You are from Goa.
Yeah.
Okay, suppose you have to go to Bombay. You don't have any money. No friends. Suppose I'm saying, no friends. You can't beg or borrow or steal. Then imagine how you can, from Goa, you can go to Bombay. Suppose you have money, just take a bus or take a train or take a flight. You don't have that means. Then your mind will be thinking 1,000 ways how to reach Bombay. You understand? That's where the creativity comes in. You understand? So one of the great writers said, hunger is the most important thing that drives. Hunger. The hunger in this is not a physical hunger, what you feel. The hunger to create something. You put yourself in an imaginary situation. You are locked in a house, chained. Killer is going to come. Imagine yourself the situation. How you can escape from this place. Then your creativity starts increasing. Trust me, this is one of the mental exercises any writer can do. Put yourself in an imaginary situation and try to imagine how many solutions you can get. So naturally the creative process in you keeps on developing. When the creative process keeps on developing, automatically when you are thinking of a story for yourself, that helps you. For all the writers, this one exercise I used to do. When I have no job, I used to imagine myself. Suppose I'm locked in a room. I can just going to come out sometime. How I can escape from this thing? This way, that way, that way. But increase your creativity process.
When do you know that you've finished? This is the final draft.
See, there's nothing like final draft till the editing is over. And once you do the script for the shooting, you can say it's almost 90%. 90% is there. That 10% keeps on changing during shooting, during editing. It is bound to change. There's nothing wrong with that.
So in the Western screenplay, usually there is a hero with a flaw, and that flaw the hero overcomes during the course of the film or the storyline. Whereas in Indian commercial, hardcore, mainstream film, the hero is actually flawless. Do you think that's a difference?
No, it's very interesting question you have put. The same thing I also used to feel. I never studied Western screenplay writing, but people used to say, hey, the character should have a flaw. That's all the great screenplay writers are saying, Shakespeare and all those people. I used to wonder, am I doing something wrong? I don't want my character should have a flaw. The flaw in the character is commitment is the flaw. His honesty is the flaw, not physical flaws or mental flaws. And the recent of the release of RRR in Hollywood, they said, we have been fools all the time to think hero should have a flaw. Here is the right thing to do. We should read it our screenplay again. I read several remarks by the big Hollywood people, then I came to realize I'm not wrong. Actually, he did not have a flaw. I don't think he should not have a flaw, but he did not have a flaw. The only flaw is his commitment.
Hello sir, you have told that you were inspired from several movies, Sholay, Nona like that. Can you say any Malayalam movie you have inspired?
You said you've been hugely inspired by Sholay, and in Telugu also you mentioned Maya Bazar. Is there any Malayalam film that has deeply inspired you?
I'm sorry, my exposure to Malayalam movies is very limited. But movies I saw, I like them immensely. I saw Drishyam. I saw this movie remade by Pankaj. I don't know the name. Prithviraj is the hero. I like it immensely. Couple of movies I like them immensely.
Hi sir, my name is Devan. I'm a filmmaker myself from Kerala. In the beginning of our conversation, first of all, a big fan of you, sir. In the beginning of our conversation, you said you steal your ideas from some other place, like some other source, right? And I have heard from other masters as well. Originality is all about hiding the source. My question is, sir, you mentioned about Bajrangi Bhaijaan. There is a similar plot line in a Malayalam film which is called Poovine Pudiya Poondanal. The plot line is pretty similar, but there is a huge difference in the scale of the film. So my question is,
where does this freedom come from? The scale, for the scale of the film. Where does that come from?
But he's referring to a Malayalam film which is very similar to Bajrangi Bhaijaan in terms of storyline, which you may or may not have seen. Can you tell the name of the movie again?
It's directed by Fasil.
Okay. One is that one, because he's talking about how you start with great ideas are actually stolen, and you steal ideas. But in this particular case, the difference that he saw between Bajrangi Bhaijaan and the Malayalam film is in the scale. Do you think scale changes everything, even if the idea is the same?
Honestly, difficult suppose same Bajrangi Bhaijaan could have been done with not as a simple lesser budget. Still it would have been a success, but not this big success. Actually, star makes all the difference. It makes a lot of difference. In instant time, I have not seen that Malayalam movie, what you are referring is.
Yes, sir, but my question is, where does this freedom of the scale comes from? Did you have to face so many challenges in the beginning of your career in respect to budget?
I think I got it now. So you get this particular freedom of scale because there's stars involved and there's money involved, there's a budget involved.
Actually,
In the beginning of your career, was that the case?
always, I used to like spectacle.
Okay.
The bigger the movie, the better it is. No, it's a like.
Hi, sir.
Yes. Can we take a last question, and then there is as part of the masterclass, there is obviously something that Prasad Saab would like to tell us in terms of his craft, in terms of his process. I'll take that as the last question, and then get on to the last part of this fascinating conversation that we've had so far.
Thank you so much for enlightening us. My name is Shoni. My question to you is, as an artist, we are all scared of becoming outdated and not staying relevant with time. So you're almost more than 80. How do you manage to stay relevant with time as a storyteller?
It's a very good question. Most of the times, filmmaking and film watching has been a young person's medium. Young people flock theaters. They always have. They always will. When you are in your 80s, responding to a world which is young.
I can only answer when I become old.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Actually,